coming to you live from my old house in Columbus, Mississippi. This is my old house. Should be episode about 934. Point kitchen floor, a whatever. Today we installed a sublayer of floor, a secondary sublayer of floor, for a couple of reasons. One, to balance out the non-existence of levels back when they installed these, and to repair the damage from 50 years of sinking pillars under the house. So we rejoined into this hardwood floor, which you'll see right now. So all this had been replaced. The main beam under the house was right here, it went across here, and it sunk right where the fridge is, about 3.5 inches straight down, and the floor had a 3.5 inch gap about on that level. It still has about 1.5 inch gap, but what we did, we jacked it up, that beam and a beam under the pantry right there, about 2 inches, so it came up about 2 inches there. It's still not level, but with the advice of the engineers, firemen that were helping me jack the house, they said that probably shouldn't go any higher. So anyway, we got it up about 1.5 inches or 2 inches off, and then so it used a little bit like this, but that's just how it's going to be. This is still an old house, so but it's repaired. So we got 2 layers of subfloor in here to get the unevenness of the beams and to get the warpedness of the floor back out. This has been shimmed up to the next layer, and this board right here was installed tonight. It is also off level, but it was leveled up to join the room behind that hand truck there and the room behind this plastic wall, which you can't see. So we're going to put another layer on that, but once we have the first layer is done, once we have the walls removed and the drywall ripped out, we're going to go ahead and do the second layer there. There's the boards already waiting for the doorway there. But the main thing is this week we got the pantry reinstalled with the shelf above the pantry. We got the fridge up here. It's not level, about 1/4 inch to the left. We'll have to level that up again. The pantry is leveled with shims under it, and the biggest main thing we got on the weekend was this beam stud to support the load-bearing roof wall right here that we removed. So now we have a 8-foot opening, 8.5 foot opening right there with the dog standing for anyone to walk through, and it's kind of an open kitchen concept, the best we could do with the space we had to install a refrigerator that was more efficient than the ones we had before. But we backed it up a little bit to keep. We're probably gonna put some kind of rail up on this with a 18 to 20 inch deck, or what's called countertop right here, and then put stools down the inside of this for breakfast eating or whatever. But that's going to be a lot bigger and better in here. Previously we had Sub-Zero fridges that were right where that wall is, that line right here, and when the doors open up from Sub-Zero fridges, you grab the door and you open the door and you actually swing to about 1 inch to 1.5 inches from this wall. So if that door was open, no one can get through, and that's kind of a bad design. But we went with a Samsung high energy efficient fridge. The pantries have been reinstalled. They actually shut now, and they've been shimmed up. And then we reinstalled these cabinets that used to be over the fridges, and nothing used to be over the pantry. So we reinstalled that, leveled it out, put header beams up top, and actually studded out the wall where there was no support for that whole wall behind there. So the next project is to finish the floor out in here, get the floor done at least parallel to that wall, black that wall out, and then tear the next 3, actually it's just 2 rooms. It's this room right here, which we have emptied out, almost emptied, and then that room in there, which I don't see anything anyway because it's so dark. Couches and TVs got coming out, but everything else, besides the bookshelf, has been removed. Alright, there you have it. This is where we are today. It is March 24th, I can show you some temporary stuff that we've done for the kitchen. I mean, for the garage. But the cats are getting out, so we had to throw a door up in the garage that didn't used to be there, and it really is not going to stay there. Some kind of door is going to go here, but it's probably going to go right here with the outside little patio, like you can see where it used to be. And then, actually, over the week, we were able to accomplish one of the biggest things that was right there in the corner. You can see where you can't see it here, but the roof cut out. This is the biggest thing we've done, and we reinstalled the water heater out in the garage, probably where it should have been the whole time. The water heater's here. We have a manifold, distribution manifold. It's going to go right behind it, right there on that wall, and then going to pipe all the new plumbing lines back through that wall right there. So this has been a fun project that John and we actually hired somebody to help do it. That has been an episode of My Old House. Welcome to come back and see us on the next episode.